Hey, I'm Kev, Mr. Kern. Welcome back to, we're trying to make this a weekly thing in iRacing. We're in the number 16 car for this 85 lap race around the Gateway Speedway. Much different compared to Pocono, which, you know, very fast, average speeds way over 200 miles per hour. This time, average speeds much slower. Got two main corners to negotiate. Got that first corner much tighter, much more difficult, much more technical than the second corner, which is flat out in qualifying. And being a number 16 car, we expected, based on our race, to finish at least 16th or higher. Well, after a poor qualifying, we're down in 13th. Let's see if we can survive this thing with no practice before this. So we're definitely going to try and preserve this car. So there might be slight lifts going into this corner, especially with behind someone. As we're about to go green. Let's see how well I can do. Do not jump the start. Gonna say that, almost jumped the start. We get a 4X car contract. I do not understand that. We're going to the first corner, going to there. Of course, there's damage, carnage in front. We thought there would be anyway. This is an issue for Perez. He's going to try and go around his outside. Do that nicely on this opening lap. So not a bad start apart from that car contact, which was barely anything. But we've made out a number of positions into the top 10 maybe. To go into the first corner. Bit too deep. Now if we get a top 10 result, I'll be ecstatic with that. There's no practice for this race. Well, he's slightly lifting into that second corner as well. Maybe we've got to slide the brakes on into this first corner. So you catch up major on the cars in front, but we're checking up to that, and that's allowed the number 5 car to get the run on us. No inside. Just going to let them by. Not even going to attempt the cutback either. Just going to sit in there, slitching. He's got a good gap behind of 1.4 seconds. You can see going a bit deep into that corner. But I'm surprised it's still green after that start. And look at the number 5 car motorbike, the pair in front. Just as I say that, of course it goes yellow. Let's get up to 6th. And let's start cruising. So that was not a bad run. I said don't jump at the start. Almost jumped into the back of someone who was perhaps a bit cautious at the start. So unfortunately got 4X. Even though it doesn't feel like the car was damaged, we're going to pit anyway. Get it sorted out. So I guess we're near the back. There's only around 20 drivers in the field, so a couple got into issues there as it really slows down into the second corner. So yeah, we're going to take our pit stop. Make sure we don't fuel up too much. Because actually, let's check out the field, shall we? Behind the safety car. If my keyboard actually works. Which it doesn't. So I guess we're not going to check out the standings behind the safety car. I'll be back after my pit stops. Be back for the green flag.
That's the 13 car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out. Oh, they're showing us the black flag.
What? I'm passing.
We need to make a stop and go.
So yeah, going green then. Yeah, unfortunately, quadboard didn't work, and we got caught for passing on a yellow, even though we cruised into the pit lane, which is fantastic. So this race is already a write-off. Because having a stop and go means we're going to be a lap down. Got to let the 8 car bite now.
Green flag, green flag.
As we go green. I say that. We've got a dancing car in front. So that was a fantastic restart then. Yeah, we might get that top 10 by default, just surviving again like we got a top 5 in Pocono by surviving. So here we are, about to go green then. There's a nice brake check in front. Looks like someone's going into the pits. We might actually just stop going to the pits as well. Or can we not? That might cause an issue actually. With the guy in behind. So let's stay out then. And let's get ready to restart then. So pace car's in.
Green flag, green flag.
And we're accelerating away. We've got a fantastic start. It's worried about that guy in front. So we got to come in and serve this this black flag. Not sure what the blue car is doing. So just going to cruise in. No! God's sake. I thought we were just going to...
You entered a closed pit. Okay, you've got to go to the end of the longest line.
Seriously? And we're going to be a lap down now? So that yellow flag has really screwed us.
Line up, single file. Pit road is closed.
So we've gone a lap down through no fault of our own, really.
Pit road is now open.
As we catch up to the leaders. Please all pit, so we can get back on the lead of that. Looks like only one of them are. So we've got to let the 11 car through. Should we just let everyone by? Because that's what's going to happen. So we will join you once this mess has been sorted out then, and we go green once again. So we are going green again, but we're dropping back. We're definitely going to take this penalty now. Okay? Let's let everyone just motor ahead as the pace car comes in. Definitely not overtaking the 17 car. There we go. So it's gone green. And now we can finally take our penalty as we get held for 1 second in our pit stall. And we're going to go down a couple of laps, I reckon. Even if it just been 1 second. As you've seen, I'm not the best at getting into pit lane. It's unfortunate my keyboard doesn't work as well, so we've got to take fuel tyres as well. So we go get going again. We might only drop 1 lap, that might be a bonus. So we're just 2 laps down then. But now we can forget about penalties and we can just focus on racing now. And somehow claw those laps back, but I don't think we're going to do that anytime soon. But let's just enjoy ourselves around this Gateway Motorsport Park. Definitely has become one of the favourite tracks. Let's return to the calendar. Last year with 50,000 fans. And this year looking like another very popular race, which is held this weekend as well. Saturday night. So gaining quick on the guys in front. Of course, we've got fresh tyres, but so do they as well. Patney is almost into the wall. So I might actually be able to do some passing then. There's that guy's gone very wide. Got a very damaged car, it looks like. As we're in 13th, so if a couple of guys knock themselves out, never know, so you can still get that top 10. Let's try and use the guy who we're meant to be battling with. He's in 12, try and use him as a guide pace-wise. Let's follow him around this track. You know, he looks to be very slow. We're going to the final corner. So slight lift already, just thinking of the tyres. So at least to have lap ahead of someone. You can see there's some banking there which you just use to turn that car into the first corner. Ideally do the downshifts going into the corner, not what car I'm doing. Into the last corner, just slight lift maybe in race trim. Just outsave those tyres in qualifying, definitely flat out. And the guy in front is definitely so. We're slow compared to the leaders as well, so all around not good. So you've got this guy still cruising round, or is this a different guy? We'll go down the inside of both of them. And get away from those two. So are we now on the same lap as the number 12, or 12th place? Or are we on a different lap? So there you go. That's why you do your downshift to go into the corner. You get can get the car nicely rotated into the corner. Looks like we aren't, so we have gone actually 2 laps down, I think, from that stop then. And we've got 9 seconds to 11th in front. Let's just compare that times though to the leaders. So you can be anywhere close to their pace. Not with first corners like that. But I might be held up with the guy I'm meant to be battling with. Going to the final corner, slight lift. And hard on the power. Looks like we're only like half a second down on that lap. So they're doing mid 25s and we're doing low 26s. So maybe we can just do this corner flat out there, maybe just don't think of tyre saving. Just get through that corner as fast as you can, as you are gaining on the guys in front as well. So go new fastest at 26. Come on, let's see if we can get into those 25s. And then looks like the top 2 have negotiated 12th. Go slight lift in the middle of the corner. You've got to be careful, especially on these side of overs as well, not steering too much. Oh, so hello. That's what we like to see. Caution lap, so they might allow some guys in front to pit, so we get that back on them. But caution always, especially as it's a good time in the race as well, where the freshness. The tyres have maybe gone, so the guys who haven't pitted so far might be willing to pit. So let's see what happens when we go back to green. So we are set to go back to green. So we go, let's get a clear visor for these last 52 laps then. As you have gained back a lap, but it still seems like we're a lap down compared to the rest. But at least we've got someone to battle with. The number 8 car right in front. As you single file it up. As you can see, we've now got a lap on 12th as well. So there's still 2 of us on an island here. As we get underway. Very gracious from 12th as well to let us all bite. So let's get going. Let's have some battle, shall we? Unfortunately, I don't have as good as tyres as everyone else though. So I had to stay out to take that lap back. Maybe with another quick caution. Maybe take back another lap. Never know. So we're losing time to everyone else at the moment, but we're being a bit cautious at first. Car's pushing a bit there. You can see 10th just under 2 seconds up the road. And all getting into trouble as well with 9th. Slap them into the wall. Might have been. Might be our chance to get that top 10. Because we've got under 50 laps to go now. And see, do our fastest lap as well, 25.8. As well, everyone's lagging a bit as well. Might be net code, you never know, which caused that issues in front. The guy in front seems to be damaged. Well, he's keeping at the same pace. Clipped the curb. Don't want to do that. Want to run alongside the curbs, not clip them. Looks like there we've lost the second. As I clip them again in the final corner. And as I said at the beginning, the main aim of this race is just to survive with no practice. And then get that top 10. Anything after that is a bonus. Especially being the 16 car in this field. Lots of drivers much better than I am. And everyone got much more practice than I am around here. Here we go, 26 for that, that's more like it. Here we are, actually gaining on the car in front. So probably not as badly damaged as we thought, unfortunately. Stay that second corner virtually flat out. Another 26 flat. We can just pump those in consistently. It may be like half a second off the pace, but at least you've got consistent pace. It's all a bit close to the wall. I said you really do want to lessen the steering on and over, scrub as least amount of speed as you can. As I do a 26.4, that was a horrible that. Let's get back into that groove. Got a slight lift, much better, that's a much better line. And then see we gain loads on the driver in front, the 26.1. So we're keeping pace at 8th and 9th as well in front of them. So our pace isn't horrible at all. As you finally reached the halfway mark here in Gateway. There we go, we're getting the groove of that first corner. Definitely are gaining on 8th and 9th as well with this fella front. It's a bit wide mid corner there. So maybe the tyres are not feeling their best now. That sheen's rubbed off on them. I think I'm lifting way too much into that first corner, but we've got a good run off it. To do a 25.9 as well, one of our best laps of the race. Again, just the car pushing wider and wider the more we turn it. Coming over, we do a 26 flat. So we take that. We're gaining back up to 10th. Could have a battle in a few laps time. There we go, lift a bit earlier in the corner. There we go, much better rotation going into the corner. We've got to do that every lap. Another 26 flat. Told you, we're getting these consistent lap times now, 26s. Which seems to be very good pace. I wonder if 8th and 9th have damaged themselves. Maybe that's why we're catching. So we're really catching on 10th. There's our goal right in front. Can we score? Can we kick it? Probably kick it into the wall. Knowing us, knowing me. So we're in that dirty air window as well, half a second. As you saw in Pocono last time, quite a big dirty air window behind the cars, so you can really affect how you drive corners. So still doing consistent 26, and we've caught up for that battle 8th and 9th, even though they're a lap ahead of us. Kind of pushing this guy along into, oh, he got a bit too close there. Into 9th, this could be our chance as he's got a poor run through that corner. Oh, didn't get the best run off it though. Let's go into that first corner, everyone's running wide. As I told you of that dirty air. We've got the run. Got it inside the line. Had to really drive the car into the corner though, where you get the run off it. Doesn't look like it into the first corner. And see, we're all running wide now. But there we go, we've made our goal into 10th. Let's see if we can gain all that back on the guys in front. Of course, we don't want to do it with tough passes, just if they offer the opportunity. Once again, a bit wide in that first corner. And we're pulling away from the guy behind. Didn't expect that. I thought he had decent pace. Maybe it's just because of the draft you're getting the guys in front. So we're really mean footing it through that final corner now. Lifting. They're hitting that accelerator. There we go, a bit more care mid-corner there, and that's set up a nice run. Again, we don't want to be passing unless they do offer the opportunity. So we do have to be careful of the guy behind, as he is gaining back up. It's got that traffic in front, and then we've got the leaders. We're going to become that traffic once again. And see, taking multiple bites of the cherry there to get on the accelerator. As they're in the separate races well in front, that's why we don't want to be taking chances with them. And there comes the yellow flag. Now this is an interesting time for it. Do we stay out? Get back on the lead lap. How many guys will pit? Got some interesting decisions to do here. Because I reckon we could get back on the lead lap if we stay out. But I'm interested to see if anybody else will be pitting, if the leaders will be pitting. Because then it's not worth staying out if they're not pitting. Don't believe we get the wave around in, do we? I do forget the rules a bit with iRacing. Because as you saw previously, when we're at the front of the field, or you didn't see previously, when we're at the front of the field with one to go, we do get the wave around. So it just depends on if drivers are pitting in front. It was 9th that crashed out. So we're back. So we're up into 9th. We're guaranteed a top 10, I think. Let's see what everyone else is doing. Oh, the guy in front's pitting. We've got to slow down to ridiculous lengths because of how the pit lane works. There we go. Just really so everyone is pitting. Okay, so we stay out along with the guy behind as well who've been battling. Oh, the leader stays out though. Okay. So we might actually get the wave around. We will see. But everyone else did pit. So even if we're on the lead lap, we do have a bit of knackered tyres compared to everyone else. But at least we'll be back on the lead lap. You saw we got consistent pace there as that run went on. The 26 flats we were chasing. Getting them consistently. So let's see what happens when we go green. So we are about to go green. And unfortunately because of that one guy, we pitted. We won't get none of that back. So we're at the back. We've lost the position. We're down to 10th. Got that guy in front in 11th. Let's see what we can do then. So we've got to stay behind you, 17. Yeah, speed it up a bit.
Green flag, green flag.
Then let us by. get underway. Got a great start on our opponent in front, but we're going to cruise it into turn 1. As well, where did that guy come from? There you go, we've got to let you bite. There you go, you're clear now. Let's try and use them. Catch back up to 9th. As I don't know why you're defending, mate. Just run your line. Going through these fresh boots. Should be very quick. Saying that, this guy isn't, it looks like. So we desperately need a caution again, maybe. Catch back up as... You can see our opponent battling with someone else on the leader. Well, at least we're looking after the tyres, I guess, for later in the run. Well, let's see if this guy can speed up a bit. Look at that, 3.4 seconds back. And again, it was a bit my fault. If I wasn't so cautious into turn 1, they wouldn't have had the run. We're getting an attempt back. Let's go into the final corner. Again, with that grip, I'm turning in a bit early at the moment. Don't want to surprise myself. Just like I did into that first corner. There he has sped up. We are gaining now. Just stay in their wheel tracks. And maybe in like 10 laps we would have caught up. So he seems to be held up by 7th. So you can see that he's stuck to the gearbox. 7th. We're not quite stuck to the gearbox of 8th. We're giving ourselves a bit of room here, this half-second gap. So we're not too badly affected into these corners. Annoying, it seemed like he got badly caught out into the last corner. So doing 25s, high 25s. 26s now, 26 flats. We're back into those lap times. Once again, a bit wide in there. Very wide. Riding the throttle through that corner. Don't want to be doing that too much. Because that just ends in disaster, which quite a few drivers have probably done this race so far. So you're gaining 1.7. Looks like someone's slow in front. That's why they're being held up. Someone's very slow in front. Oh, it's the guy who didn't pit. Of course it is. The guy who's leading. Now with knackered tyres coming up to everyone else, he's down to 7th. And he's about to drop back down to 8th. So the gamble did not pay off at all for him. Very worth a try maybe, just a bit too far out lap-wise for it to maybe pay off. Maybe if it was with 10 to go, might be a bit better for him. Because now we're chasing him down. That's it, better run out the final corner. And our 8th is hassling. The guy we're fighting with now. As he's stuck behind 7th's rear ring. Go for the final corner and start to feel that sheen of the tyres going. Gonna have to lift a bit more. Oh, look at 7th, very aggressive there. Against that traffic, he's way faster than him, didn't need to do that. And then maybe he's thinking of his battle with 8th in front. As now he gets past into the final corner. Now we're going to have a battle royale in front. As we want to battle with 9th, who's ahead of this pair. Looks like the ex-leader just comfortably let them by, and whoa! close between 8th and 9th in front. As they dip back into the toe. Get that easy move done. Now let's see what the pace is like. Now we're not all bottled up. We do have to be a bit quicker. Bit of a later groove there, not the best line. There's still 1.8 behind 9th. Just under 15 laps to go. So maybe being a bit too cautious on that lift there. Have a bit of a better run, and this guy's slower than 9th, unfortunately. So he might have to take all that back. I get the feeling they're not going to give it back, as they are actually up to. I thought we were up to 9th there. I was looking at the wrong guy. Look at that guy just slipping back, seconds per lap. On such a short track as well. Gamble definitely did not pay off. And look at us, we're stuck in the 26.7s. And we can know we can do flat 26s consistently. It's a 2.8 back. Concentrate on getting a better run through these corners. Maybe set up a run. Now we've got to maybe take back all that. As I said, no more just waiting for the opportunity to present itself. Be a bit more aggressive. But then Neg in 7th. Good result for number 13 as well. Remember, we're in the top 10 as well as the number 16 car. That's where we want to be. So it should get a good boost in IR-18 safety rating as well. That's why that 4X right at the start of the race. And the X's we've got in qualifying and practice. Look at that. 8th has been lapped by the leaders, the guys he was battling with. Just 20 laps to go on that restart. He does show you, it doesn't pay to stay out on worn tyres. And it's like we're stuck in 10th. It's like we're not going to be able to pass 7th, unfortunately. It's been a good learning experience, at least, this race. Definitely do want to run this again before the rotation kicks in on Tuesday. So it can be a very exciting racetrack. It looks like the battle with restarts. You can see we've got consistent pace compared to our rival in front. Just not able to gain. No, he's coming up to that traffic now. Could be our last roll of the dice, seeing what that traffic does. So I'm racing barefooted now, and my feet are really sweaty, so probably should have worn socks before this race. Oh, and it's like that traffic being very kind, as he has been all race long. Not for us though, catch him at kind of an unfortunate spot. Oh, but nicely lets out on the exit. And so he's getting a good result as well, being the number 17 car, finishing in 11th. May not look spectacular, but these are kind of the results which help build up that IR-18, build up that safety rating. Along with the big results where you get the big gains as well. It's a 2.5 seconds back. I will be looking back at that restart. Really should have been a bit more aggressive now. So I didn't get behind 7th. Could have just had a run at 9th. Now they're really slowing down. 2.1 back. Which I think is a bit too late, them slowing down now. And it doesn't look like we're going to be that again. We're at 2 seconds back. And that guy's now on our lap. So 9th might still be in the offing, but from a different driver. Look at that, just 4.5 seconds up the road. Really has dropped off the pace. But it looks like we're going to run out of time to pass him. But wow. What a drop off. We go for the final corner. And we have survived our racing gateway. Got 10th. We got a target. But man, when you're battling with someone on the same lap, like you had 9th just up the road. Should have been more aggressive with that restart, so we wouldn't have dropped back. We could have attacked early on. Might have screwed over the guy in front, but yeah, just selfishly. Maybe should have gone a bit wider, maybe, instead of lifting off early and try and get the run off the corner. But that is a race round Gateway. Fun little track. And I hope you enjoyed another iRacing video. I'll be back maybe with another one next week. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.
Okay, the race is over. Bring it on in.
God damn it.